Have you ever quietly asked yourself, what does it really take to be happy and independent as I get older? Here on Golden Minds, we believe your later years can be the most peaceful, powerful, and purpose-filled chapter of your life. But it doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choosing the right habits, guarding your well-being, and embracing a mindset that lifts you, not limits you. In today's video, we'll uncover the 7 real keys to living a joyful, self-sufficient life after 60, and only a few people ever talk about number 1. You'll learn how to protect your health, preserve your freedom, outsmart scams, and stay emotionally connected to the people you love. This isn't about luxury or luck. It's about building strength and dignity from the inside out. With simple, everyday actions you can start now, no matter your age. Imagine waking up each day with a clear mind, a strong body, and a heart full of joy. Able to cook your own meals, manage your money confidently, and feel respected, not pitied, by your family. That's not a dream. That's what we're aiming for together, right here on Golden Minds. If you're ready to take control of your golden years and discover the quiet power you already have within, hit subscribe, tap the notification bell, and comment 1 if you're watching till the end. Your support means the world. Let's begin this journey, not just to live longer, but to live better, with clarity, peace, and pride. Let's begin with the most important truth of all. Your independence starts with your body, not your bank account. Take a moment and picture this. A woman named Maria, 72 years old, living alone in a quiet neighborhood. She's not wealthy. She doesn't drive anymore. But every morning, she gets up, stretches her legs, makes a hot breakfast, and tends to her small herb garden with quiet joy. Her secret? She's kept her body moving. Maria's strength doesn't come from youth. It comes from consistent, gentle effort. And that's what most people forget. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to stay independent. It's about walking a little farther each week, standing up from your chair without using your hands, or carrying your own groceries with confidence. These small victories are the building blocks of dignity. There's a powerful freedom in being able to prepare your meals, bathe yourself, and take a peaceful stroll without needing help. It's not just physical, it touches something deeper. You feel proud, capable, alive. Too often we hear the phrase, aging gracefully, like it means slowing down or giving in. But true grace comes from maintaining the ability to care for yourself, no matter your age. Every step you take today builds a stronger tomorrow, because the moment you stop moving, you start surrendering pieces of your freedom. And here's something most people don't realize. Muscle loss after 60 is natural, but it's not unstoppable. With a bit of daily movement, like light leg lifts, wall push-ups, or even chair yoga, you can slow down decline and even regain strength. So don't let anyone make you feel like your best years are behind you. If Maria can do it, so can you. This is your time not to fade, but to shine. Take a deep breath, feel your feet on the floor, and know this. Every move you make today is an act of self-respect. Let's walk forward together, strong, steady, and proud. Now, while staying strong in body is essential, staying sharp in mind may be even more important, especially in today's world. Let me introduce you to Mr. Allen, a kind 75-year-old grandfather who's always been proud of handling things himself. He reads the paper every morning, pays his bills on time, and even helps his neighbors with errands. But last year, Allen received a call from a bank representative who said there was suspicious activity on his account. The caller knew Allen's name, his bank, even the last 4 digits of his card. Without thinking twice, Allen followed the instructions, only to find out a week later his savings had been wiped out. He was devastated, not just for the money, but because he felt foolish, embarrassed. And that's what scammers count on: trust, distraction, and emotion. Scams targeting older adults have become incredibly sophisticated. They don't always come as shady phone calls. Sometimes they arrive wrapped in kindness, a free gift, a home health visit, a friendly product demo. They talk softly, they smile, and they often call you by name. That's how they get close. But here's what I want you to remember. You are not helpless, and you are not alone. Staying mentally alert, asking questions, and taking your time before making any decision, that's your armor. If someone offers something that feels too good to be true, trust your instinct. And never feel bad about saying, "Let me think about it," or asking a trusted friend or family member for advice. It's okay to act confused if it helps you stay safe, but never be confused. Your awareness is your strongest defense. Technology can be overwhelming at times, but even learning small things, like checking your bank app, reading online reviews, or verifying company names, can help protect your independence. Just like strengthening your legs helps you walk with confidence, keeping your mind alert helps you walk through life with clarity and control. You've worked hard for what you have. Don't let anyone take it away. You deserve to live with peace of mind. And that starts by staying informed, staying cautious, and above all, staying wise. Let's keep going. Your strength isn't just in your body. It's in your awareness, your wisdom, and your willingness to protect what matters. Now let's talk about something that often weighs on the hearts of many older adults, but isn't always easy to say out loud. Money. After all the years you've worked, saved, and sacrificed, you deserve to feel secure. But for too many seniors, finances become a quiet source of stress, especially when it involves relying on their children. That's where financial independence becomes more than just numbers in a bank account. It becomes a matter of dignity, freedom, and emotional peace. Let me tell you about Grace, a 68-year-old widow who lives just outside a small town. She doesn't live lavishly, but she lives smart. Years ago, after her husband passed, she made a decision. I will never put my children in a position where they have to choose between helping me and paying their own bills. So she took small but steady steps, downsized her home, learned how to budget, and built up a little savings cushion. Today, she pays her own bills, buys her groceries with pride, and even sets aside birthday money for her grandkids. The peace in Grace's voice isn't from wealth, it's from knowing she's not a burden. And her children, they admire her more than ever. Here's the truth. Financial stress doesn't just affect the wallet, it strains relationships, self-esteem, and even your health. When you feel financially independent, you walk taller. You make decisions for yourself. You feel safe. You don't need to be rich. What you need is control over your spending, your home, and your choices. Even something as simple as having a small emergency fund or owning your home outright can provide tremendous peace of mind. And if you're not there yet, don't feel ashamed. You can start today. Little shifts, like reviewing expenses, cutting unnecessary costs, or exploring senior discounts, can make a big difference. Remember, asking for help occasionally is okay, but living in constant dependence can quietly eat away at your joy. Financial freedom allows you to give with love, not guilt, and to receive help when needed, not as an expectation, but as a gift. So let this be your gentle reminder. You've earned the right to stand tall, emotionally, physically, and financially. Your future still belongs to you. While managing your finances brings peace, earning emotional respect brings something even more lasting: connection, warmth, and a deep sense of being valued. And that respect, it doesn't just come with age. It's earned through presence, kindness, and the quiet strength of emotional wisdom. Let me tell you about Walter, a retired school principal in his early 70s. He lives just a few blocks from his daughter and grandchildren. What's special about Walter isn't how much he knows, but how he listens. When his teenage grandson vented about a bad day at school, Walter didn't offer advice right away. He just sat beside him and said, "That sounds rough." I remember days like that too. That simple act made the boy feel seen, and more importantly, understood. You see, many older adults feel invisible, not because their families don't love them, but because they don't always feel heard. That's where emotional wisdom comes in. Being adaptable, offering support without judgment, listening instead of lecturing. These are the things that build real respect, the kind that draws your family closer. Too often, seniors fall into the trap of reliving the past, pointing out mistakes, or focusing on how things used to be. But today's children and grandchildren live in a different world. What they need from you now isn't instruction. They need emotional grounding, calm, perspective, a safe space. Respect doesn't come from demanding it. It grows when you offer value through empathy, patience, and a warm presence. When you become the person they can turn to, not run from, your influence grows naturally. And don't think you have to pretend to be perfect. Sharing your own struggles and how you overcame them without bitterness can be a powerful gift. It shows that you're not just older, you're wiser. The truth is, every generation is trying to find its way, and your calm, loving presence could be the very thing that helps guide theirs. So as we continue on this journey, remember, your greatest legacy may not be what you leave behind, but how you made others feel when they were with you. Now that we've talked about emotional wisdom and the strength it brings to your relationships, let's talk about something just as vital: keeping your mind sharp and engaged. Because just like our muscles weaken when we stop moving, our minds can lose their edge when we stop learning. I'd like you to meet Mrs. Leon, a 74-year-old who lives in a quiet apartment above a small bookstore. A few years ago, she struggled to keep up with digital banking and phone apps. She felt embarrassed asking for help, like she was falling behind in a world moving too fast. But instead of giving up, she signed up for a free senior tech class at her local library. Today, she orders groceries online, pays bills with a tap, and even video chats with her granddaughter every weekend. The best part? She feels capable again, not just mentally, but emotionally. That's the power of learning, no matter how old you are. You don't need to dive into complicated textbooks or master every app. But learning how to send a message, read the news online, or watch a documentary can help you feel connected and independent in ways that truly matter. And it's not just about technology. Reading a new book, trying a recipe from another culture, learning a card game, all these little challenges help your brain stay active and your spirit feel alive. A curious mind is a youthful mind. Learning isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about honoring yourself. It says, I'm still here, I'm still growing. Plus, keeping your brain engaged can help reduce memory loss, sharpen your decision-making, and protect your mental clarity as you age. It's one of the most powerful tools you have to fight off decline. Not with fear, but with confidence. So take it one step at a time. Ask questions, explore something new, be patient with yourself, and most of all, enjoy it. Because learning doesn't stop when school ends. It stops when we stop believing in ourselves. And here on Golden Minds, we believe your potential never expires. As you explore new skills and keep your mind active, don't forget the simple truth. Life isn't meant to be endured. It's meant to be enjoyed. That joy often shows up in the little things, especially the things we do purely for pleasure. Not profit, not performance, just joy. Hobbies aren't just a way to pass time. They're a way to reconnect with the parts of ourselves that still feel alive, curious, and full of spirit. Take Mr. Howard, for example. At 76, he's not as spry as he once was. His knees ache, and long walks wear him out. But every morning, you'll find him by his window with a paintbrush in hand. He didn't go to art school. He just started painting birds from his backyard. Now, his walls are filled with soft watercolors, each one capturing a moment of peace. He says, it gives me something to look forward to. Something that's just for me. That's the heart of it. Whether it's gardening, sketching, knitting, playing an instrument, or even doing crossword puzzles, hobbies give shape to our days. They add rhythm, purpose, and satisfaction. You don't have to be good at it. You just have to love it. And studies back this up. Older adults who regularly engage in hobbies report less depression, improved memory, and even longer lifespans. It's not magic, it's meaning, and it's available to anyone at any stage. If you're not sure what brings you joy anymore, that's okay. Start small. Think back to something you used to enjoy as a child or in your younger years. Or try something you've always been curious about but never had time for. This isn't about staying busy. It's about staying engaged with yourself, with life, and with the simple, beautiful act of doing something that brings you happiness. Because your golden years are not just about survival, they're about celebration, and hobbies help make every day feel like it matters. So give yourself permission to play, laugh, create, discover. You've earned the right to do what makes your heart light up. As you begin to rediscover joy through hobbies and playful moments, there's one more quiet but powerful truth to embrace. A broad, open heart can carry you further than anything else. You've probably seen it. Two people the same age, but one seems bitter, always finding something wrong, while the other radiates calm and kindness. The difference isn't luck. It's how they've chosen to meet life's changes. Let me tell you about Mrs. June, a retired nurse in her 80s. She's seen a lot: loss, health scares, financial ups and downs. But you'd never know it from the way she treats people. When her neighbor's young child throws a tantrum, June doesn't scold. She smiles and says, "That was me with my son in 1972. Her voice carries the kind of grace that only comes from a heart that's learned to let go. It's easy as we age to become rigid, set in our ways, impatient with change, or resentful of things we can't control. But here's the truth. Aging well isn't about staying the same. It's about softening without breaking. People with broad hearts don't hold grudges. They don't compare. They know peace doesn't come from what you own, but from how you choose to see the world. Keeping your heart open means accepting others for who they are, not who you wish they were. It means finding joy in today, even if yesterday looked different. And when you live this way, light, forgiving, generous, it changes everything. Your relationships deepen, your home feels warmer, and your days feel richer, not heavier. This kind of attitude doesn't just bless the people around you, it blesses you. Research shows that seniors with optimistic, accepting outlooks experience better sleep, lower blood pressure, and stronger immune systems. So if the past still stings, release it. If expectations weigh you down, loosen your grip. There's so much more ahead if your heart is open to receive it, because at the end of the day, it's not just about how long you live, it's about how fully you love. As we come to the end of this journey, I want you to pause and take a moment to truly feel proud of yourself for showing up, for listening, and for opening your heart to a better, brighter version of your life ahead. You've just walked through 7 powerful truths that can transform your later years into something deeply meaningful. We talked about building strength in your body to protect your freedom, sharpening your mind to stay alert and safe, and managing your finances not just for survival, but for dignity and peace. We explored how emotional wisdom creates stronger family bonds, how lifelong learning keeps you confident, how hobbies bring joy and purpose, and how a broad, open heart makes each day feel lighter, richer, and more peaceful. The golden years aren't about slowing down. They're about showing up with more clarity, grace, and courage than ever before. And the beautiful part, you don't need to do it all at once. Just one small shift, one new habit, one brave choice, one moment of kindness can set everything in motion. So if something in today's video spoke to you, hold on to it. Let it guide you. And if you're ready to keep growing, keep discovering, and keep living with purpose, we'd love to have you as part of our community here on Golden Minds. Tap subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment below. What's one thing you're ready to do differently starting today? Your voice matters. Your journey matters. And the best is still to come. Thank you for spending this time with us. Now go live your golden years with strength, wisdom, and joy.